Hello everyone, welcome back to Learning with Dogs. My name's Kristen, this is Fern, and off screen we have little Ringo, one of our puppies. Today's lesson is on introducing your new puppy, to a dog you currently have at home. I don't have any dogs here that haven't met each other yet, but I'm going to act it out with Fern here. So we're starting with the dog that is really boisterous and too much. We know it's a safe dog. That's your first check. Is that dog, excuse me Fern, that's enough. Good girl. Has that dog ever been in a fight? Have they ever been overly growly, or whenever they're around another dog, do they tend to kind of puff up their hair? If your dog shows those signs, then we want to work with a certified behaviorist to make sure that your dog will be safe with the new puppy. Some dogs, just like people, they just really don't like other dogs, and I think that needs to be respected. So if you're really not sure about the safety of your dog, then consult a professional to make sure you do this safely. I know Fern here is a very safe dog. She is an adolescent lab and can from time to time be pretty boisterous. So this is a plastic coated steel cable on a strong clip that is mounted to our spiral staircase. So this is not going anywhere. It's very strong and sturdy. If you don't have something like this, shutting your leash in the door is a great alternative. It gives your dog a place to be nice and safe. So we know that she won't be able to trample the puppy or scare the puppy to the point that they don't want to interact anymore, because she's on this tether and I have some control of her. So this would be a great way to do an introduction, especially if you're by yourself and don't have someone to help you manage both dogs. So the other thing, excuse me, that I have that's very important is a chair or something for your puppy to retreat under. So when they're interacting with the big dog, it can sometimes be incredibly intimidating depending on the level of socialization your dog has had. So if it's really intimidating, then we need them to be able to have an opportunity to escape. So leaving a chair just nearby within the range of the adult or adolescent dog is going to give your puppy a safe retreat, so they can still participate but not feel like they're going to be in any danger. So I'm going to grab Ringo and I will do a demonstration on how we do this job. So before I do that, I do want to remind you to have your treat bag on you and make sure your dog is also safe around resources. If you worry that your dog will resource guard, then do not use treats, and again, consult a professional, because that's more than just introducing two dogs together. So here I have a balanced dog that I can introduce treats to, and I'm going to be reinforcing the calm with her. So she's sitting here and I'm reinforcing, good girl. She's going back to a baby lesson that she hasn't done for a very long time, and she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so easy, I just sit here and get treats. So we're reinforcing that baby lesson. Let her just relax on the tether. Good girl, nice and calm. She's getting just a little piece of dog food at a time. So now we're grabbing the puppy, getting him ready to meet Fern. So your dog may be jumping, barking, getting really excited. So we need to have some self-control before we do that. So you're gonna ask your dog to sit. If your dog can't sit, then your dog is not ready for this lesson. So you need to go back and do a more beginner lesson to get your dog ready for that. So I'm going to get my bouncy puppy into a sit. Again, we have to pretend a little bit because I don't have new dogs to introduce, so that makes it a little less bouncy. So I would get her into the sit, and I approach with the puppy more from, I would be on this side so that he has a spot to go away from can get under the chair. He knows where that's at right away. So good girl, Fern. As soon as she looks back up at me, I'll reward her. And then I'll reward the puppy too for being brave. So he's up here. He might be a little bit out of scene right now. But as he moves, good girl, Fern. Good boy, Ringo. So this guy has had a lot of work and he already knows how to come up and sit for treats, so he's offering that to me. But in a real life scenario, your puppy may go retreat under the chair frequently because they get a little bit intimidated by the boisterous dog. So if that happens, just allow them to come out on their own. Don't force them out. They will get brave and find a way to come forward when they're ready. So encourage with treats. Again, that food is something kind of magical for your dog's brain and helping them relax and understand what we want from them. So give them lots of treats, help them understand that being around each other doesn't need to be crazy. We can just relax near each other. So this is step 1 in introducing your new puppy to an older, boisterous, or larger puppy. Hope you enjoyed this training session. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time on Learning with Dogs.